Hello everyone, I'm Anya Paz and this is my first ever video speaking in English. So just to clarify, English is not my first language. I'm not an English expert somehow. I'm just a girl who loves to speak English. I learned how to speak English when I was a child and I just feel comfortable speaking like this. So here I am. So today I'm going to show you my favorite quotes of my favorite books of all time. These are not all of my favorite books because otherwise I would have to be here all day and that's not the point. So let's jump into the first book. So the love story between a girl and a boy who met in Paris one day in the underground by night has been one of my favorite ones to read and to listen. Nosotros en la luna. So I recently searched this book all over the internet and I realized that the name of this book in English is After We Met. But the literal translation of this book is We in the Moon. I would like to stay with that one. They both have endless conversations by email, and in one of them they're talking about what does it feel to be actually in love. And Ginger is describing to him what it's like to be in love. So here we go with the quote. I'm not an expert, but I think being in love is something else. It's feeling a trickle in your tummy when you see her. Not being able to stop looking at her, missing her even when she's right in front of you, wanting to touch her all the time, to talk about anything, everything and nothing, feeling like you lose track of time when you are by her side, to pay attention to details, wanting to know everything about her, even if it's silly. You know, Riz, actually I think it's like being permanently hanging from the moon, face down, a huge smile, without fear. I can't with that. Oh my god. I just love that one. Really love it. So moving into my next favorite book quote. We have the love story between a rugby player and a girl who is completely lost. A girl who has suffered enough in this life. She is Shannon and he is Joni. We have the beautiful Binding 13 story. This was my favorite book of all 2024 and I think it might be forever. It was very hard to choose one quote, but I did my best. Let's go for it. I'm not gonna give context about this one. The quote is just perfect. Let's go for it. By the end of the match, our shoulders were touching. I didn't move away. He was big and solid and warm and I liked the feel of him beside me. A little while later, when my eyes began to drop, he lifted his arm and I didn't even flinch when he came down around my shoulders. Instead, I nestled my cheek against his side and closed my eyes, allowing myself to drift off to sleep without an ounce of fear in my heart, because it couldn't exist inside of me. Not when this boy had his arm around me. I just love that. I love that so much. So Shannon's mother has just had a miscarriage and she's very scared because her dad is coming back. And she knows what that means. Next book is one of my favorite fantasy love stories of all times. We have a missing brother, we have a magical typewriter, we have everything. We have ruthless bows. So recently people has been telling me that I kind of look like Iris we know. It's such a privilege to look like her. Let's go with this quote. Should I be surprised that I was falling in love with you a second time? Should I be surprised that your words found me here, even in the darkness? I know we are no longer rivals, but if we are keeping tally like the old days, you have far outshined me with your wit and your courage, which reminds me of one simple thing, how I love to lose to you. And now I see that all this time, every night when I dreamt, I was trying to bring all the pieces back together. I was trying to find my way back to you. This is by far my favorite moment of the whole book. The end of this story was kind of bittersweet. I didn't want it to end it. But it has to end. Let's move into my next quote. We have snow, we have cold, we have rain, we have heartbreaks, we have old lovers. We have enemies to lovers too. I read this book like 4 years ago and I still remember it every day of my life. I just remember about this story because it was so well written. I just can't cope with it. This favorite quote that I have of this book is the favorite quote of everybody who has read this book. Okay, here we go. I need to find out where this is going. We've found each other just like that, suddenly. And I don't know if I'll be everything you're looking for, but I'm going to try and make every day special for us. I don't want you to be mine. I want you to be free, yours, and still decide that you just want to be with me. Gosh, I have no words to describe this. Next one, we have a very sad book. This is a very controversial book. Half of the people who have read the book hated it, and the other half of them, they loved it. I just stayed with how this book made me feel when I was reading it like 5 years ago. We have Forbidden. It's somehow you want to protect the characters, but you can't do it. Here goes the quote. And I'm not much better. I might be confident and chatty, but I spend most of my time laughing at jokes I don't find funny. Saying things I don't really mean. Because at the end of the day, that's what we are trying to do. Fit in. One way or another, desperately trying to pretend we are all the same. You think no one else understands? I want to tell him. But you're wrong. I do. You're not alone. This is terribly sad. It's actually the most devastating story I ever read. It really makes you think, and it makes you feel that you want to protect them, but you can't. And nobody can protect them. I feel so sad about Maya, who is the main character of this book. It doesn't have a good ending, so just be careful if you would like to read the book. Just know that you're gonna end up crying at 2 a.m. So this is the end of the video. I really hope you liked it. These quotes are the reason why my expectatives in lives are so high, and my expectative in love too. I really hope you liked this video. I'm gonna put my social medias here below. See you guys in my next video. Bye!